Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Bahrain Now with me, your host, Bara Abdallah. We've got a great show coming up featuring great local talents, initiatives, and happenings from around the kingdom. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. And ladies and gentlemen, now we're going to talk about Alwane Bahrain, which is a local society that aims to empower women and youth of Bahrain through constant development of initiatives and activities. Joining us here today is Mr. Ammar Salman Awachi, the head of board of directors at Alwane, to shed light on the society's mission. Good evening, sir. How are you?
Good evening. Thank you very much for hosting me today.
Oh, definitely. It is a great pleasure to have you with us here today.
Thank you very much.
And more about Alwane. So now, being an Arab, Alwane means colors?
Colors. It definitely means colors in Arabic. However, it actually is an abbreviation of a long sentence.
Okay.
And it has a story behind it.
Let's hear the story. Okay. I'm here to listen.
Alwane actually stands for Active Leaders for Women Advancement in the Near East.
Wow.
So as the name indicates, it is for the Middle East itself. It's not only in Bahrain. And that's how it all started. I was lucky enough to visit the States in one of the programs they availed at a time, and we met with a society that wanted to have a new entity that serves and supports women in the Middle East.
Right.
And with us, of course, were some Lebanese and from North Africa, like that, and the word Alwane means a lot, and it has music in it. So when the abbreviation came and it was pronounced Alwane, it was very nice. So I guess now we call ourselves Alwani, and it's that abbreviation.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
It's a beautiful name. It really gives an indication of the variety that we want to provide.
Okay. Well, that is a beautiful story, pretty much, you know, how the name came along and became Alwane as it is.
Alwane.
So tell us about the program you've been involved in.
Yeah, the program actually was one of those programs that attracted a lot of Bahrainis to attend to, and it was called International Visitor Leadership Program. And I still believe that program is one of the good ones. Because it opened my eyes for a lot of things. One of it is how to serve other people, and this is how I came to adopt the idea of bringing such activity in Bahrain. Now it's called Alwane, and through that I've been serving the community here in Bahrain with regard to supporting women, and I feel a lot better since that, because it opened my eyes to how good it is, how good you can feel by serving others.
But what made you do it in the first place? What pushed you?
Actually, I joined the program because my work, the nature of work I do at that time was supporting or providing support and consultancy and service to the small and medium establishments in Bahrain. That was my work, my bread and butter. So I joined this program. But when I went there and I saw entities, I met with large and small and non-profit organizations, you know, and large companies, small companies, profit-making and non-profit making companies. And then I realized how good they feel, those people who worked in the non-profit organization, about their work. I thought I felt good when I was working in Bahrain here in you know, for salary. But when I saw those guys working, they provide more than they take, and they feel really good. And I thought, I can do that for Bahrain. I can help Bahrainis as well. I have what it takes. And I'm sure within Bahrain there will be some official entities that can help me bring such initiative to Bahrain. And I did. And
I love it.
Yeah, that was like, my God,
How long was it?
2010.
10?
12 years.
Oh, wow.
I became old.
You
that
look
was
young. What are you
12
talking
years
about?
ago.
You look amazing, man. What are you talking
Thank
about?
you. Already 12 years.
It's been 12 years, huh?
My God.
But it shows that you got so used to goodness. You got so used to well-being. You got so used to positivity that's now it's a second nature for you, which a lot of people pay a lot just to be in the way you feel today.
Yeah, that's true. Giving is medicine. You give, you feel good. Instead of you going and visiting doctors, I'm not saying don't visit doctors, but that's a remedy. Just give to others, you will feel it comes back.
It's just simply said, right?
Yeah.
Giving is medicine.
Yes.
I love this.
In Alwani, we believe in that.
There's so many colors to Alwani.
Yes.
So tell us more about Alwani.
Yeah. So Alwani in 2010 started in Bahrain as a committee.
Okay.
When we first started it, we didn't know how to deal with it because we had to go through the registration process. And we were just lucky if I compare myself to others, because a lot of people started to introduce Alwani almost the same time. But the law here, the ministry that at the time was involved with us, supported us. And I felt like, thanks God, doors are being opened for us.
Right.
So the Ministry of Labor and Social Development opened their doors. They allowed us to go through the process smoothly, and they said, look, now you are just little small organization.
Right.
You start as a committee, and with time you will learn and you will come to understand more about how you deal with the societies, and then you can convert. And that's exactly what happened. And we were so lucky, thanks God. And yes, we worked for a few years as a committee, and we were lucky enough as well that the members at the time that joined us, they believed in the cause. They believed in giving rather than coming to join for a personal purpose. They believed in giving back to the society. So, and that is one strength that we are really proud about when it comes to Alwani. So we worked very hard, and we were happy just doing what we had to do. And everyone at that time, members of the founders, I would say, founders of Alwani, everybody had a different expertise. So one person came from banking sector, one person came from development sector, one person came from sport, and others and education and like that. And we came together and formed different kind of initiatives.
Okay.
Those initiatives, of course, came under pillars. So we decided, okay, we created the main objective for us, which was and still is that we want to support women to become economically independent.
Okay.
So we support them in different ways for them to become independent in terms of financing themselves, you know, and contributing, of course, to the family and like the families. So what happened was we wrote that down in nice words, and then we said we have 3 pillars. One pillar is an economic pillar activity, and the other pillar is a social pillar that deals with activities related to the social affairs. And then the third one is awareness and education pillar. Each one of those pillars creates an umbrella under which many different activities will take place and takes place regularly. So,
pretty busy, huh?
Yeah, and we woke up one day. The ministry called us and said, "We are so proud of you."
Okay.
And you've done a remarkable job, and we feel now you are mature enough, you're good enough, you can move to becoming a society.
An actual society, independent
Yes,
out there.
yes, we have. And then we had to go through a lot of hundreds of papers, and we say, we did not do it when we were committee. Now we have to hire people. And
it's a different ballgame now.
And then we realized why they told us, just wait for 1 year or so until you understand the situation.
Become more mature, you understand how it is and how it works.
And we appreciate that recommendation now, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
it's amazing. So it's a lot going on.
Yeah, I mean, it's an experience that I wish a lot of people would go through to feel good about themselves.
I think right now, people are right now seeing the different effects of what's going on. Because, you know, as we're living in this world of social media, we're bombarded with different kind of news.
Yes.
It's like everything is on like quick demand. So it's easy for anybody right now to be overwhelmed, to feel bad and negative, and then lost in the fact of like, how can I get myself back to feeling good?
Yeah.
So you have people will go for a walk, a workout, but you know, like you said yourself, giving is medicine.
Yes, yes.
Providing more than taking.
Yes.
It makes you feel good. And it shows on you right now, the way you talk, you're so confident that that's how it makes you feel.
Yeah.
And you want to just tell everybody, by the way, it wouldn't really cost you much besides time and learning how to give.
Yes.
The fact is you went to a program just to understand how to give more to people. That's phenomenal at its own.
Yes, it is. And you know, I always say, when you go through that kind of experience, you think you provide information, but you end up getting more information from the people that you interact with, and you say, okay, like I keep going to different universities to give awareness regarding the same subject we are talking about, like we support women, and the women should go and become an equal participant with the man in the society of Bahrain, so they can contribute positively to the economy and give back a good support, and then become an equal decision maker within the family she is in. And then I realize I'm telling them this, but actually I go back home and I learn from those audience more than they might have learned from me, because of the interaction. So I sit with students, but they teach me every time I sit with them.
Totally.
You know, and you say, gosh, if I had paid money for such education, I might not have collected that much information, or it's amazing,
so
because you do it with goodwill. You gain a lot. You open your heart to it. And I feel like many times, like I get approached by people and say, I saw you in that particular program, or I saw you in that particular awareness session, and I agree, and I did like this and this, and now I am doing this and this. I feel the achievement because they share it with me. I feel it. I feel like I'm the achiever as well. It's really good.
I love this. I mean, it's like what's going on right now. You can tell Bahrain came a very long way with social development and charitable work, and I would say building an ecosystem for education and empowering women and youth and all of that, to a point that I think we're reaching to a very advanced level when it comes to empowering women and the youth, and which brings us to the next question right now. So you have an amazing mission. You've been through an amazing journey, 12 years. That's a lifetime right there.
That's where my hair went. Okay.
You look great, by the way. You look great. You should be sitting on this seat, actually, not the other way around. Now the question is, tell us more about your activities. You know, it's like, because I'm hearing all the good stuff. It's like, so what do you do in the activity? Like when you go to the society, you sit down with all the amazing people over there, which is a big shout out to every member of Alwane. What do you do?
Yeah, we have many. Like I said, we have 3 different pillars.
Yes.
Each of those pillars will have different kind of activity. For example, just 2 days ago, we had under the committee of youth, we had a session named crypto. I'm translating from the Arabic, cryptocurrency in Bahrain for investment, something like this.
Yes.
So youth gather together. I sat with them because I still feel I'm young. So I sat with them and we discussed the cryptocurrency investment in Bahrain.
Yes.
So since it is the subject, the buzzword nowadays, everybody talks
pretty
about
trendy,
Bitcoin,
yeah, blockchain and the Bitcoin
exactly.
and the cryptocurrencies.
So,
yes.
so we were lucky enough as well that we have a good cooperation with Tenmu. Tenmu provide the space and all, and I thank them for that. We gathered, we hosted experts in the subject,
world?
yeah,
okay.
And it was a remarkable, nice session where we exchanged a lot of information. There was a time when I thought I know a lot about cryptocurrency, but then I discovered that youngsters sitting in front of me talking about details that amazed me, and I'm sure the rest of the audience there, participants in the session, they were very thankful. They exchanged information with each other. They networked. By the way, my daughter joined my first Alwane activity. She just came back from university, and I told her, why don't you join? So she joined that cryptocurrency thing, and she was amazed. She said, Baba, you are doing a great job. I said, thank you.
That must feel really good.
She said she created network, and this is exactly what we are trying to plant within the members and our audience, that we create as well an atmosphere, we create an opportunity for youngsters to meet, to discuss, to network, and this is one way for them to find opportunities, whether they are seeking a job opportunity, entrepreneurship idea, funding, whatever it is they might need. Through that kind of network, they will be able to find an opportunity. I can't say we will guarantee, but finding the right person who believes in you is like 90% of the project done, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah. So then meeting with the right people, putting yourself in a situation where you are surrounded by people with a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of positive energy, that gives you a lot of power and opportunity that you might not find somewhere else. So we create that kind of, and that of course comes under awareness pillar, like it's very clear, it's awareness. And next after 2 weeks or so, I will be heading a Bahraini delegate, a commercial Bahraini delegation. Again, okay. I'm translating.
No, you're doing great.
A Bahraini commercial delegation to Turkey.
Okay.
Yeah, and what will happen is we are actually availing a opportunity for those who are in the food business.
Okay, F&B.
Yeah. So if they own a business, whether it is in agriculture,
okay,
or the selling or manufacturing of food related, or actually selling food like restaurants or all. So three different segments within the same umbrella of food.
Okay.
We are giving them the opportunity to participate in Turkey in one of the biggest exhibitions in the Middle East. Thousands of people will be there. They will network. They will meet with business people. Women can sit assured that they have the right foundation as well for them there, the right atmosphere, since we understand the culture. In the exhibition, they will have an opportunity to sell as well, because that is the exchange of the opportunity, right? If you have a product, some might sell their patented trademarks,
really, and trademarks and IPs and all that.
Yes, yes. I mean, Bahrain, you will be amazed. I don't want to mention names, but there are around us.
Okay.
You would be amazed. It's a Bahraini trademark. It's not an international. And they are around us. You look around, and this is a Bahraini trademark,
Right.
and that is here. And you
That's
say,
what I love right now.
yes, and we are giving them an opportunity to go there and sell their license in whatever package internationally.
You see, this is pretty amazing because what's happening right now, like in a lot of societies, everybody's doing a great job, but you have a great focus on economical enforcements.
Yes.
Where you actually want to give them entrepreneurial skills.
Yes.
And tell them, hey, you can go bigger than just
Yes.
being in Bahrain. And
Yes.
Bahrain is a beautiful station. You
Yes.
can sit there, but
Yes.
export your knowledge to the world.
Yes.
The fact is, we've reached to a point that we're giving away and exporting patents.
Yes.
And
yes.
you know, exporting trademarks.
Yes.
That's phenomenal.
Yes, yes. Opportunities are there. If we open the door, if we create an atmosphere, a situation where they can see a new horizon, you will be amazed of what
sure.
Bahrainis can do.
I'm sure. Now,
Yes.
with that, oh my God, I mean, I'm just overwhelmed with how greatness we are with right now, and especially Sarah, feeling your vibes
Oh,
and your
thank you.
energy is just something else. It's like on a
I'm
different
glad.
level. How can we join society?
It's very simple. I mean, the door is open for joining. There are 3 different kinds of membership. One is the normal one, where you join, you pay your yearly fee,
Okay.
you apply online, and you just join. And then the second one is targeted to the individuals that are students.
Okay.
And usually we take a very little fee. And then the third one are for those who might give, not necessarily in terms of like monetary funding, but they can give by experience, knowledge, and like that. We give them honorary membership.
Okay.
So it's everybody is welcome. You are welcome.
I am excited. Actually, I may have to visit one of your,
Yes.
gather-ups.
Yes.
Another
yes,
crypto
it will be
maybe
our
talk.
pleasure.
You
Yeah.
never know.
we will as well have I gave an example on awareness session under the
Yes.
pillar of awareness and education. I gave example on economic pillar and Turkey and Gulf food and like that. And I guess it will be a good idea to give an example as well of the third pillar, which is social.
Social development.
Yeah, social development. We organize social events. Like last time we organized something we called كشت في البحرين.
Okay.
A trip inside Bahrain.
Okay.
And basically it was very, very very simple, very nice. We hired a big bus and we named it with Kashte Bahrain. We want everybody to see what Bahrain is for
That's
those
amazing.
that, and we went to Muharraq, we saw the market and the library and like that, and then we went to Al Jasra and
that's amazing.
Yeah, and we enjoyed, we melted the ice between the members. And the elder who, I wouldn't say I'm old,
You're not old.
but like when I meet with others who are with us on the bus talking about something totally different called cryptocurrency or some cartoon or something, we don't have those cartoons. That kind of relationship we create when we create events for social
As you have
activities.
3 pillars.
Yes.
Awareness, education, economical, entrepreneurial,
Yes.
and social development.
Yes.
And I can only imagine that this is not going to be our last talk.
Oh,
I'm sure we're going to have more coming up. If you're going to leave us with one advice right now, what's that going to be?
I would say don't think that it is the end of the world when any obstacle faces you.
Okay.
And since we are talking about women, and since they always ask me this question, how come you are a man and you're heading a society that concerns with supporting women? I would say because we followed and we are still following the strategy by the Supreme Council for Women,
Right.
in which they clearly say that it cannot be done without men.
Of course.
When we want to support women,
Of course.
it cannot be done alone. We are encouraging them because because I have to encourage my wife, I have to encourage my daughter, my sister, my colleague, my friend, my cousin. If I don't do it as a man, if I don't believe in it, then who would?
Then who would indeed. Thank you so much, sir. This has been a very rich talk.
Thank you.
Really appreciate that. And
Thank
the
you.
positive energy, I think you kind of like filled us up for like years
thank you.
and days
it's
to come.
It's because you are, you know, full of that positive energy.
No, you got it.
No, you
got it. You got it. Well, thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
very much.
And we can't wait to see you again with more talks happening right here on our show.
All the best.
Much
Thank
appreciated. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this was it. A beautiful talk about Alwane, all that took place right here on Bahrain Now with Mr. Ammar.